Hello everyone, Saipem here. So for today, I'm gonna teach you the perfect, as much as perfect, macro early game for Zerg versus Tyrant as a Zerg. So what I did is I reviewed the replays of a couple of pros like Seral, Solar, Rogue, Lambo, and sort of. And pretty much they are doing the same thing to be safe in the early game, and the early game is the most important time for the as a Zerg. So let's get into it.
Good luck and have fun.
So this you just make a drone at the first. Very first thing that you do, you make a drone in your hatchery. The first drone that you make will go to the rallied to the gas to be a gas streak. Then make another drone, then cancel it. So you're at 15 right now. So we make a 15 OV. So if you see that I'm moving the drones around, I just want to make sure that every mineral patch, there are 2 drones mining. Okay, and then I make sure that all the forward patches are the first the one that gets mined. So like this one, these patches. Okay, but it's not that important if you're at around maybe diamond and below. It's not that important. You can just improve it in the future, but as of now, just focus on the build order. So you can see that I'm moving the drones around. I'm rallying the drones that I make, but it's not that important. So what we are doing here is just the um, build order. So ideally around 225, you pull one drone down to be the hatchery. Okay, so I pull the drone down. As soon as the Overlord finishes, one more drone. Just one more drone, and then we make at 16 hatch. So we have a hatch, and then we make another drone. So that drone will be rallied to a mineral line, another drone to the gas, and then another drone to be a pull. So that's 18 gas, 17 pull. So far we have 15 OV, 16 hatch, 18 gas, and 17 pull. Okay, and then the next 3 drones that you're gonna make will be rallied to gas. So those will be gas drones. Okay, so we can. There you go. So we make the 20th drone. Very important. 20th drone. We don't make an overlord yet. No overlord yet. So 20th drone will be rallied to the natural. Again, don't mind how I rallied the drones. Not that important, especially if you're at diamond or below. And then we also make the 21st drone. Very important. So the 21st drone will be rallied into third, but you have to hide it first. Okay, hide it first. Okay, it's just ready to take the third. We're not gonna take the third yet. Why? Because if you don't put a drone here already, you're gonna have a hard time to put a drone there later because there's a reaper here. So you have to put the drone, hide the drone here as early as possible. So as soon as hatch and the pool finishes, you make 2 queens and 2 lings. So this will hide here. I have to back it up a little to show you. Okay, so we make that 21st drone. Okay, so since this drone is already rallied here, you don't have to pay attention to that. Okay, just go automatically there. Okay, and then after that, we're gonna wait for the gas. At 88, we'll start pulling drones out of gas to make it at exactly 100, and then get the Ling Speed. Okay. Okay. So while you're pulling the gas, or it's okay if just you pull the drones out of gas first, and then make an OV in the main, and then drone at the natural. Okay, so, but what I'm doing here is I'm doing it simultaneously. So I'm doing it at the same time. So while I'm pulling the drone, I make an OV here, I make a drone here. But again, it's not that important. If you're just focus on doing this first. Okay, so pulling out the drone, I pull down the drone, pull down, then get the Ling Speed. So there will be a Reaper here, Reaper, they're attacking the Lings. Okay, and then as soon as the Overlord finishes, we make the drones at the natural. Okay, so drones will have less, there's no lost mining time. So you always spend the larva at your natural first before you spend the larva at the main, always. So just you have a little bit of minerals. So I spend the larva here, spend the larva here, spend the larva here. As soon as the 2 queens pops out, double inject. Okay? Double inject. So at 31, you stop at 31 drones. I stop at 31, but some pros do it at 32, but I'm more comfortable with that. At 31, you make a queen on the natural. Okay? After this, after it injects, pull down. This one chills here. Just let it stay there for a bit, maybe at around 18 to 20 energy, because the Reaper might go here. The Lings, where the Lings ideally should be here. So if the Reaper goes here, they can respond here. If the Reaper goes here, they can also respond here. So it should be in the middle of your natural and your main. And this one goes in the front. Okay, so at around maybe 18 to 20, around something like that, it will go down here. Okay, it will go down here, okay, to inject, and then a tumor here. So in a ladder match, this is just an AI, but I'm always doing this a ton before I go to a ladder match. You can put your tumor here, ideally, if you want, but that's kinda risky because the Reaper can snipe it. It's better that if you wait for after this injects, pull these 2 here, and then make sure to put the tumor behind those queens. Okay, so inject, and then tumor. See, so it's behind the 2 queens. So if ever, and I positioned it also like this, so if ever a Reaper comes here or here, they can attack the Reaper. Even if you lose the tumor and he loses the Reaper, that's okay. But if you lose just the tumor and you didn't kill the Reaper, it's quite bad. Okay, so I have to back up a little again.
Okay. You made another queen. Nice.
Okay, so we already know this. Pull this at queen here, and then OV in the main. OV in the main. Okay, OV in the main, and then 2 drones at the natural. After that, another OV in the main. As if you did everything perfectly, your larvas should be always just enough. As you can see, I don't have any larva right now. I have 1 larva but that will become an overlord. So your larva should be just enough always if you did it correctly. Okay, so that's gonna be an OV, and then another drone here, and then right now we are at 36. So right now we are waiting for the this OV to pops out. When it pops out, spend the larvas at the natural first, make it all a drone, and then we have 4 larvas here in the main. The 3 larvas will be rallied into your gas. Okay, so all of this will be a drone. So drones in the natural, 3 larvas in the gas. The one leftover larva will be rallied here. So see this, and then this one. Okay, at 43, again your larva will just be enough. After that, see, I only have 1 larva. That's 0. After that, you wait for this queen to pops out, and then you make a tumor here. Okay, and then make another queen here, and then another queen here. Okay, so the order is You will not inject here. You will not inject here. Make a tumor here, then this goes in the front. Okay, that will go in the front.
A new queen
Okay.
has emerged.
Okay, so this goes here. Tumor here goes in the front. After that, you should have enough energy for another 2 tumors. Okay, so another 2 tumors. Make sure that you put your 3 queens in front of those, because there might be this is the time where the Helion comes. So make sure that they don't snipe even 1 tumor. So 2 tumors here, and then also spread this one. Okay, so while you're doing that, you make, after that, you don't make any drones yet. You make, so you can see at around at 47 supply. Okay, we stop here at 43. That's a perfect saturation for 2 base saturation minerals and then 1 in gas. That's 35 drones. That's exactly what drone count we want. Okay, so you make a queen here and make a queen here. That will make you at 47 supply.
Made another queen.
Okay, 47 supply. At 47, you make an OV here. An OV here, again in the main. And then, start lings. You will make lings at until 52. So that's around, that's 5 more lings. So you have the first 4 lings and another 10. So you have 14 lings. So those 14 links will we will use it to defend for the Helions if ever they're gonna run by the Helions in our more natural or third. So we'll be relying on those links and queens to defend the Helions. So make sure here that you have a very good queen positioning and overlord positioning as well as the links, because those are all we need to defend like maybe 8 Helions. If you see an 8 Helions, you're gonna make more links if you want.
Mission complete.
So we make at 52. Until 52, the third finishes. When the third finishes, make the queen right away at the third. At the third. Okay? And then, one of this queen will go here to inject. Okay. Inject. And then here will, the 2 queens that we made will pops out. So this one injects, this one injects. So this, after it injects, it will go in the front again, and then another queen in the natural. Okay. So this is my setup right now. So I have 2 queens here and 2 queens here, and the third is already about to pop out. So the third queen, the queen in the third will inject and then goes here again in the front. So we have now 3 queens here. The same thing here, inject and goes in the front. So our setup now is we have 3 queens here and 3 queens here. So it should be split, right? And behind that, we're just making drones. Our aim is to have maybe around 51 or 54 drones. That's a 3 base saturation of mineral lines. So remember that in ZvT, you don't need gas. You can basically defend anything that the Terran throws out with just minerals. You have queens and links. That's all you need. You don't need Banes, even there's Hellbats or Banshee. Don't need that. You just have to micro very well.
Queen.
So this one goes here. See, as soon as you have a energy here, just spend it. Make a tumor here. Ideally one here and 1 here. So there's a tumor going here and tumor going here. So here we have 3 because this one goes here. This one is going here. This one is going here. It will jump here, and then this one goes here. So pretty much all the areas are covered with creep. So make sure to, if you can, defend your creeps always. And then when we hit at around 51 drones, 54 drones, doesn't matter, or you can have also a timer, we make a 430 lair and then spores at each base. So remember that we are playing blindly. We don't know anything about the Terran. We only know that there's a command center here. Okay. Okay, so just do this opening if and only if there's a command center on the low ground, on the natural. If there's none, you're gonna have to improvise, or maybe you can just make it at around, I think you're still safe at around 36 supply, and then you start making links, or you can scout, something like that. But this is very safe at around here.
Bane drew queen.
Okay, so I'm around 48 drones. So maybe it's quite late because my queen from here, it should go here and injects right away. However, I think it's late, like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. But right now I should be at 74 supply. I should be spending all my larvas.
As it may.
Okay, so I made lair first, and then spore, then make drones, and then a baneling nest. Okay, I'm still making another queen here. You can still continuous making queens if you want. You can do that since this build is a mass queen build. Okay. And right now, please don't take your gases too early. A lot of below diamond players always take their gases too early when they don't need the gas. You need more minerals rather than gas right now.
You made another queen. Nice.
So when do you take the gas? When this is oversaturated. Okay? When this is oversaturated, you take 2 gas and 2 Evos. It's important that every mineral always has a 16 drones. Okay, so as soon as the lair finishes, take the Bane Speed, and then these two. As you can see, I still don't have enough gas to take both of the upgrades, but it's fine. Zerg is always behind on upgrades when in ZvT, and that's fine. They're always ahead. And then when do you take the fort? When you have the money for it. So I found the money right now, so I took the fort. I even took a macro hatch because you will start floating at some point. That's why you can still make more queens if you want. No problem with that. Queens are really tanky, and they're very, very good to hold. To use to hold pushes. I think that's pretty much it. Just take the 1-1 here. Bane Speed is coming, 1-1 is coming. You already have a lair, your macro hatch coming. You can stop at 60 drones, to be honest. So this is, you can play Ling Bane from here. If you're gonna play Mutas, that's a different build. Oh, I even build another spore here because banshees for me are really annoying. I don't wanna get cut off guard by banshees, like killing 4 drones or even 3 drones here. That's very annoying for me. That's why I made another spore. I think this spore should be around here because they usually come from here to here. And you can even make another spore here, another spore here and here. Maybe transfer this spore here to here, so this area is pretty much covered. This one is covered because you have queens here. You can also make, when you take the Ling Speed, make an overseer right away. Again, we're playing blindly, so we don't know if there's a banshee coming or not. Even though you made extra spores, one more spore here and one more spore here, and then there's no banshee that came, it's okay. It's not end of the world. You're still gonna be ahead if you do everything right. Well, not necessarily ahead, but at least you spend all your minerals as much as you can. And the aim here, every time that I play AI or just to warm up practice, my aim here is to be maxed out at around 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
We evolved.
Okay, so I took we stop. You can actually stop at 60 drones with 4 gas and 60 drones, and then you can play Ling Bane from there. and you're gonna still gonna float some minerals, even though, because we no one has no one has a perfect inject, but as much even though it's perfect, you're still gonna float some minerals, so you can make a queen. If ever there's a push coming that you don't have enough units yet, pull all your queens. So pull this queen in your bases, and then make another set of queens. Can make banelingness, you just have to buy time. Okay, there's always a way to hold pushes, any pushes for Terran. Okay, so let's see. 9 minutes max out. That should be the that should be the goal. So if you can find the time, you can start taking down rocks. Very good for us.
We hope this mineral field
And very bad for Terran.
evolution. The
They
minerals
always
have
use
up
that
and
spot. Okay. So around 9 minutes, I'm already maxed out with Ling Bane. So I took the 5th gas because I'm planning to go Ling Bane Infestor. Okay. That's why I took the 5th gas. When I took the infestation pit, I took the 5th gas. And then as soon as finishes, make a hive, and you're still maxed out. When I make the hive, I also take the 6th gas because I'm gonna transition into ultras. And I think that's pretty much it. Just this is really hard to do. It just looks maybe easy because but if you have to do this like a lot of times, even 100 times, just to perfect it, I still haven't perfect it. Like I can't do it like 5 times in a row maybe, because there's too many things to do, like injecting. As you can see, there's time here that I don't inject because there's too many things to do, like injecting, spreading two more, positioning your overlord, positioning your queens, your links. It should be, everything must be perfect. And yeah, so it's it's still hard, but I guarantee you that if you do this, you're gonna wreck everyone in diamond and below ranks. This is just a guaranteed masters if you perfect this. So when you perfect this in AI, you have to perfect it first versus AI, not in the ladder. Because if you cannot perfect it against the AI, there's no way that you're gonna do this in someone in the ladder. So you have to perfect it before going to the ladder. Now when you perfect it and you go to gather, you're gonna lose like a bunch of times because you still make mistakes, because it's different when you're playing against AI. Don't have to do anything, just focusing, but there might be some harassment or anything, so you're gonna lose. But you just have to be patient until you perfect it in the ladder, and you're gonna win once you perfect it against in the ladder, and you're gonna start noticing that you're gonna start winning and not losing into some cheese of the Terran. Okay, so I think that's it for now, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.